The Arabs had us in slavery. The Asians had us in slavery. The Chinese had us in slavery. Slavery was big business. What's today? Juneteenth. Juneteenth. 1863. June 19th, Abraham Lincoln says, free the slaves. Do you really think Abraham Lincoln cared about the slaves? No. 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 What'd you say? There's rule. Okay, covenant means what? Okay, close enough. A contract, agreement. In the Bible, you have the old covenant and you have the new covenant. The covenants were made with the children of Israel. Today, the children of Israel are blacks and Latinos. So, I'm going to give you an example. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. This is written in the old covenant. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Black men, y'all need to listen up real good. There's too much crime in the Bronx and Brooklyn. Too much crime. Heinous crimes. Wicked crimes. I seen a video the other day in Brooklyn, or what is it, Harlem, with a brother beating up on an old man and took his cane. Took his cane. Black man, we could be wicked as hell. Oh, and black woman, I ain't letting you off the hook. Black women commit 19 million abortions a year. Yes, black woman, that's your charge. The black woman aborts 19 million babies. That's called murder. Don't think I'm just getting on the men. That's called murder. I don't care if the white man calls it abortion. God calls it murder. That's wicked as hell for you to commit an abortion. All because you can't keep your legs closed. Read this scripture.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Oh, listen good. Moses said, you will serve your enemies. Do people hate blacks and Latinos? Who hates us?
Everybody.
Very good. Everybody.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Come on.
In hunger,
Right.
and in thirst,
Right.
and in nakedness.
When did blacks and Latinos have to serve for food, water, and clothing? Never? Oh no, there was a time. Take a look on the board.
We had to serve after a certain act.
Take a look on the board. When did blacks and Latinos, West Africans, East Africans, when did we have to serve another race of people for food, water, and clothes? What time period? I know you know, and I got pictures just in case you get amnesia. When did we have to serve for food? Say it again. 1648, 1619, 1732, 1801, 1855. We in slavery had to serve for food, water, and clothes. Say it again. I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about a more recent time. The Arabs had us in slavery. The Asians had us in slavery. The Chinese had us in slavery. Slavery was big business. What's today? Juneteenth. Juneteenth. 1863. June 19th, Abraham Lincoln says, free the slaves.
For many Black Americans, Independence Day is not July 4th. It's June 19th, or Juneteenth, the day the last enslaved people in the U.S. were told they were free. This year's will be feted with a little more urgency, after George Floyd's death reignited Black Americans' fight for equality. President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. But 2.5 long years passed between enslaved Texans being declared free to them being told about it. News traveled pretty slowly in the 19th century, and even slower for slave owners trying to avoid it. During the Civil War, they fled west, taking thousands of enslaved people far from where Union forces could liberate them. But on June 19th, 1865, General Gordon Granger stood on the balcony of a home made with slave labor. to read an order that gave an absolute equality of rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves. But absolute equality has been eluding Black Americans ever since. Although Juneteenth celebrations would pop up outside of Texas, a century of fighting to survive lynching, segregation, and Jim Crow laws tempered the anniversary's national momentum.
Do you really think Abraham Lincoln cared about the slaves? No. 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 Do you really think, brother man, let me ask you a question. Oh, come on, brother, I'm talking to you. Remember, today's Juneteenth. Let's have a conversation for a moment. June 19th, 1863. Brother man, let me ask you a question. Did Abraham Lincoln actually care about the slaves? You say, what do you say? You say no. Now, here's the thing. In school, don't we learn Abraham Lincoln, he was a great man? Why? Why do we learn that Abraham Lincoln was a great man in school? Why?
Because he stopped and abolished slavery.
Huh?
He abolished slavery.
No, you are smart. Oh, you do know. Trust me, you know. Listen good.
He abolished slavery.
He abolished slavery, right. They say Abraham Lincoln was a great man because he abolished slavery. Now look at this. Read this. Finish reading Deuteronomy 20:48.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What race of people had yokes of iron on their necks? Think about it. Think about it. Let me get that one. Look at these pictures. No, I want this one right here. Who had yokes of iron on their necks? Yeah. Brother man, who had yokes of iron on their necks? Look, look at this picture. Look, today's Juneteenth. Today's the day I let they free the slaves. I want y'all to see this history. Look at the picture. Today I should have a crowd of black people because allegedly it's the day we were free. Sis, look at the picture before you walk by. Look at the picture. Read it again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Are blacks, are we destroyed? Are we destroyed? Are we destroyed? Not all the, okay, what do you mean by, you say mentally. Sir, why do you say we're not destroyed? Put it down. Why do you say we're not destroyed? Say that again. What did he say? Why do you say we're not destroyed? God created everything perfect. Okay, hold on. Look at this. I'm addressing us as a community. Yesterday in the Claremont section of the Bronx, you had another black man or Latino, they still black too, take a gun, try to kill a brother, the other man's running, tripped over two kids, and he still was shooting at him. What race of people do that? We do. We destroyed. We destroyed. There's no love amongst us. Why? Because we're the people of slavery. We've been broke down. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? You understand, brother? We the people of the Bible.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.